that busyness makes you blind. We're all busy, but we have to understand when we're too busy. Hi, my name's Devin. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way. Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. Today I want to talk to you and encourage you to stop saying no to opportunity just because you're busy. And I'm going to share this with you. Right now, you might be thinking, well, that doesn't apply to me. I would never do that, right? Like if it's an opportunity, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to listen and I'm going to try to execute against that. Well, I'm going to share with you in my life how this happens all the time. Just this week, we've been approached by a company to take a look at them, to either partner with them, invest in them, or buy them. And I was on some phone calls and I was very busy. This time of the year for me is like super hectic. I've got all of my normal responsibilities and I coach. So that's like another 30 hours a week on top of everything else that I do. And so I'm kind of busy. I'm stressed. Both of the other companies have a lot going on and I squeeze this phone call in and bear in mind, this is a big deal, right? It's like talking about buying a company, but I'm like, all right, fine. I'll make time to squeeze a phone call in to talk about buying this company. So I went in busy, and to be honest, because I was busy, I had a bad attitude. I went into the whole thing trying to find a reason to say no. So, they had this great presentation prepared. I was actually really impressed with the people, but I was waiting for them to say something that made me go, they're out. I'm not doing this, right? And so I'm just listening close enough and I'm about 15, 20 minutes in the conversation. And finally they said something or I had to do something. I'm like, nah, fine, I'm out. And I got happy. I was like, great. I'm not going to have to listen anymore. I'm not going to buy this company. So fast forward to, this week and there's another follow-up call with it. And then remember in my mind, I've kind of already written this off, but we still have relationship with this company and some of my executives are still trying to work with them. And they call me up and they're like, hey, D, we have, it's time for this call. I need you to hop on because we need your executive presence. So I'm like, okay, fine. But remember in my mind, I've already written the thing off. But today, this one morning, actually, I had this window of time. I'd had a great start to the day. It was probably 2 or 3 hours, some meetings canceled, and it was a beautiful day outside. The sun was shining. I was in a good mood. I'm like, I'm actually going to listen. So I'm having this conversation with this company. All of a sudden, I'm listening closer and I'm listening closer. And they're saying the same things that they had said on the other phone call, right? But my mindset had changed, right? And I wasn't busy. I actually had time to process the opportunity and I started to think and I started to listen and I started to dreamscape a little bit more. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a really good opportunity. And I was getting excited about it. And now I was putting in my 2 cents and my ideas and we were talking about it more. And I hung up the phone after this time I stayed on for 2 hours. I hung up the phone and I immediately texted my people and I was like, hey, this is a good one. And it's funny because they were like, well, what happened? Because you were kind of disengaged 2 weeks ago. And the honest to goodness answer is I actually just had time. And because I had time, I had a good attitude, right? Before I was letting busyness get in the way of opportunity. And I think about this is a big example, right? How silly is it that I'm so busy that I can't listen to, perhaps buying another company. So I go in with a bad attitude and I'm like, holy cow, if I have that attitude on that big of a deal that I let that opportunity perhaps almost pass me by just because I'm too busy, what other opportunities throughout the day happen that you miss just because you're so busy that it taints your perspective on things and you let opportunity just pass you by because you don't slow down enough to analyze and absorb the opportunity, right? And I think about this, and this is true in life, right? Because there's so many times I'll be driving home and it's been a long day and, I'm coming home late at night. I have been bell to bell and my wife will say, hey, do you want to have dinner home? Do you want to order something? Do you want to pick something up? Or, hey, maybe we could have date night. And I'll be like, you know what? Let's just order in, right? And then I waste an opportunity of what could have been a date night because I was so busy that I missed an opportunity to spend time with my wife, right? Or like you're so busy on the weekend that you miss an opportunity to enjoy time with your kids. Or you're so busy during the work week that you miss an opportunity to start a new project or R&D on your product that could take it to the next level. And you're like, you know what? No, we're too busy to do that. We can't even look at this opportunity right now. And maybe that's exactly what you should be looking at. Maybe you need to slow down and get out of the weeds enough so that you can look at the opportunities and go, holy cow, we are busy, but we still need to do this opportunity. So maybe you need to add bodies. Maybe you need to add capacity, but you can never get to a point in your career or in your life where you're so busy that the best opportunities are passing you by. The best things in your life are going by because you haven't slowed down enough to recognize what's right in front of your face as an opportunity. This meeting that I had made me start to analyze how many things am I missing every single day because I'm too busy and I can't even see it and it's right in front of my face. And it's not that I don't want an opportunity. I do. I love opportunities. I'm someone that thrives on that. Like I'm someone that gets excited about new ideas, but the busyness clouds your thought process. The busyness makes opportunities slip right through your fingers. The busyness makes you blind. And I'm going to encourage you, listen, we're all busy, but we have to understand when we're too busy. We have to understand when, wait a second, hold on, say that again because my mind wasn't right. I wasn't listening because I was too busy. Say that again, slow down. Give me another chance at that answer, right? Right now, there could be stuff right now that you've said no to this week. Might be stuff that you've been ignoring that's been on your to-do list. This opportunities right now that have been right there, right in front of your face this week that you haven't executed on that could be the key to taking your company to the next level. It could be the key to taking relationships to the next level, the key to taking your career to the next level, the key to taking a new venture, a new project, some new area of your life. It could be something that could be the most rewarding thing ever. Like for me, at one point, I was too busy to coach, and now I'm so happy that I've made time to coach because this has been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. And I was quote unquote, too busy to do this, too busy to do these opportunities that are some of the most rewarding things and can take you further than you've ever thought. I have to encourage you to slow down, be able to clear your mind enough to recognize the opportunities that are in front of your face today. I'm Devin, and this is a Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast. And I know this ain't easy, but it'll help.